What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Touch of Modern. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the Mini Canon Tech Reenactor 2. It is a fully functioning cannon, but fits in the palm of your hand. So it uses real gunpowder. It's based off historic times of American Civil War and Revolutionary War. That's what the design is based on. So whether you want to sit it on your desk at work just to look at, or actually go out and use it on targets on the weekend, it is a real cannon, and I am excited to open this one up. All right, so we've got pretty standard packaging here, just basic cardboard, and we see that it's made in the USA. First thing we open it up, we see the bubble wrap, and I see a cannon. So here it is. Here's the actual cannon itself. This is the brass version. And there's also a stainless steel version as well. The wheels do work in case you find yourself wanting to wheel it around. But that is the cannon. Let's see what else we have in here. All right, we have the Ramrod, which is what is used to pack the barrel. Ramrod gets me every time. And the gimlet, which is used to clean it. Let's see what else. We've got the fuse in here. Your basic firecracker fuse. Oops. And I see cannonballs, miniature cannonballs. We're gonna be firing these off in a matter of time. Let's see what's in here. I'm guessing this is the gunpowder since, yep, this is the last thing we need. Extremely flammable. So this is gunpowder. And lastly are the directions. I've got to be honest, sometimes I skip directions, but this is one time I don't think any of us should skip directions. It is the firing instructions, teaching you how to pack it, how to clean it. It's really important. This thing is actually a powerful device. I know it's small, but it's mighty. It does fire, and you should take that seriously. So please read these and be really cautious as you go to use this for your first time. So now is the time we pack it. We do need a couple other things, so I have them here with me. I just grabbed scissors to cut the fuse, this to pour the gunpowder on to pour it into the barrel, and this paper towel you can use for your wadding. So first things first, let's get a fuse going here. I'd say about an inch or so works. Nice clean cut, set it aside, and you just make sure it's nice. And there's a small hole right there at the end of the barrel. That's the fuse hole. Slide it down in there, first things first. Next up is the gunpowder. So there's a range of gunpowder you can put in. Obviously, you don't want to put too much is the important thing, and I'll talk about that in a second. But essentially, maybe the size of a green pea, really, that you gather here. You can use a note card. So I'd say about that much should be enough, but we'll see. We'll test it out. And then you just plant it right in there. Get it to slide down. It's stuck a little bit. All right, let's see if that's enough. So you use the Ramrod to pack it. You don't need to jam it down in there, just the goal is to remove air. So we just press it down in, pack it in, and a good way to measure it is you mark where on the Ramrod, and then you pull it out, and then you put it over top of the barrel. And the goal here is to be in between the fuse and the middle of the barrel, which is where the wheel axle is. So somewhere in the middle there, which we are about. We could add a little bit more if we wanted to, but I think we're perfectly fine to get a nice firing off. So in between the fuse and the center of it. So we've packed it down. Next up, Those little wadding. I'd say just grab enough, maybe like a size of a dime. Make it really tight. Just roll it around. And then you're going to be putting it down in there, pushing it in so that fits in there. Just pack it in. Again, you don't need to slam it down. Just really removing the air, making sure everything is firmly in place. Then we grab a miniature cannonball. Here it is, one right there. And you just drop it down in there. Again, packing it with the ramrod. You don't need to slam it. And then we're gonna do another wadding to hold the cannonball in place. Again, just a size of a dime or so. Doesn't need to be big. Roll it up tight. Put it down in there, push it down. Now the cannonball is in place. You're good to go. Now it's time to be able to shoot it. A few things. I just really want to make a note on safety. I know it's all fun and games, like, oh, we're going to fire this cannon, but seriously, it does have power. Things can go wrong. So please stand behind the barrel. Anybody that's out there while you're shooting it should be behind the barrel. When you light it, don't light it over top because sparks will fly up. Gunpowder is coming up with the fuse, so don't stand over top. A lot of smoke and fire will be coming up. Light it from the side. And just please be smart and please be safe with what you're firing at and who is around, just your general surroundings. Make sure nobody's gonna walk in out of nowhere not knowing that you're firing a miniature cannon. If you do shoot it at something, make sure it's really thick, like a piece of wood or a phone book, just something that can actually handle the impact of the, I know it's small, but it really can fire, especially if you put a lot of gunpowder in it. So please be safe, wear safety goggles, but that is how you pack it up. And now we're gonna actually take it outside to fire it and see how it goes. We're really gonna do this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Here goes nothing. All right, gonna put it in place. Wow. I am still blown away, pun intended, about the power of this thing. I mean, did you see that? That was incredible. Why I want to emphasize the safety part of it. It is really fun, and now I want to go blow up a bunch more stuff, like an egg, what have you. But you've got to be really safe about it. Please wear protection. Please back away. Please make sure nobody is in the area. And on that note, two more things. After you fire it, make sure to clean it. That's important so that you don't have any mishaps in the future. Secondly, if there is a misfire where you light it but it does not go off, wait at least 5 minutes before you even touch it or come close to it. Just go do something else for 5 minutes, make sure nobody else touches it, come back and then clean it at that point. Those are two important features. So, the Reenactor 2, this thing, a fully functioning cannon that fits in the palm of your hand. Incredibly impressive with real gunpowder. Check out the Reenactor 2 on touchofmodern.com. And if you like this video and thought it was pretty fun, because I did, please like and subscribe below. We're gonna have a lot more fun stuff coming your way like this. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.